Okay, so I'm gonna record this meeting. So Brad can. We've got a guy on our team, Brad. Has anybody met Brad? I think y'all did last Thursday, Wanda. Right? Can you hear me? Hey, Wanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got an echo, so I put mine on mute.
If you will get a set of like headphones that has a mic, it can be AirPods, it can be any kind of head. You can get a $5 gaming headset at Five Below, and it'll stop all of that. Because what happens is your speakers up here and your mics, they're real close on the keyboard. So that helps a lot.
Let this have mic in it. I think ours is just sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, that's probably it. All right, so I'm trying to get Karen on here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right, there she is. Okay, I think everybody's here. So I hope you guys are doing good. We'll go ahead and get started because this Zoom will cut out in 40 minutes. But I want to go over a little PowerPoint I made. Chris sent me some info, and I just want to share it with you guys. But we're going to talk about it being independent producers and setting appointments. So can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. Okay, so Wanda's there, Karen's there. Okay, I got y'all. All right, so let's look at being an independent producer first, okay? So I want to make sure you guys know how to do an effective presentation, you know, with the PowerPoint. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
The PowerPoint with a refrigerator and starts out talking about primary. So does everyone have that PowerPoint file?
I don't know if I do.
I have it.
Okay.
I think you sent it in an email or something.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me show you something right here just a second, okay? I'm gonna go and show you where I'm trying to get this thing there. Okay. So you can go to, can y'all see, hold on, y'all still seeing the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Hold on, let me share. Yeah.
I only see you, Jonathan.
You don't see the screen?
I only see you.
Not now. Now it's just our picture.
So you should see my you should see me on the website here. You see that?
Going back and forth.
You see me?
I only see you.
Does everybody else just see me?
I see you, me, and Susan.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back down here to the screen share. Okay, so let's share the screen. So can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I want you to look at right here, okay? So if you go, this is FETEAM51.com. So you can go here to Team Materials right here. It'll take you to this page. This is the presentation. This is an FNA data collection form. This is the video to show new recruits. This is that orientation manual. So you can download all of those. So if you don't have the presentation, you can download it here. Just click on it like that. You see it downloading over here. It'll download automatically. So that is, let me go back to the other. I want to share the other. I'm gonna go back to the PowerPoint again. So I'm trying to get back to where it's full screen. So that's what we want to do I mean by an effective presentation. What I want us to start doing, because Chris and I were talking, and we want to make Thursdays about new people and getting, make sure we're all effective at the presentation and know how to do it. That's very important. That's how you recruit. That's how you, how you let people know about the business. And another thing is that you can do an F&A. Can everybody here, basically right now, you're just using that data collection form. So I think everybody can do that. Does anybody have any problems or questions about that F&A data collection form?
No.
Pretty well, yes, pretty well straightforward. Just make sure, if you know how to do that. And here's can recruit someone. So I think everybody that's on this screen with me has recruited at least one person so far, right? Wanda, you recruited Susan. Susan's about to recruit her son, I think. Am I correct?
He's already recruited.
Oh, you've already, so he's already done an IBA. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, and Karen, you've recruited at least
Lacey.
one. I know Lacey, yeah. But the presentation is what is going to help you recruit. And I think I've said this a few times, but don't size people up when you're going to make an appointment or whatever, because you don't really know, what their interest might be. You might misread them. You might think, well, they make a good person to be in the business, and they may not be interested in it, or you may just say, well, this person's probably just wants to be a client. So don't size anybody up when you're trying to, just set an appointment. I was telling Brad the other day that, if you get a new job and, it could be at whatever, even the job you have now, think about it. Some of you, I know Wanda and Susan's been there a long time, but you kind of forget about it. But, when you first got that job, you were excited. And you was probably telling some people about the job or about what you'd be doing at the job. And like Wanda, you guys were telling that, and you probably didn't think who you were telling to was going to run out and buy a Caterpillar bulldozer, right? You was just telling them, what you're doing, what you started doing. And so look at that when you're calling someone, like in that regard, like, hey, I'm starting my own business, doing something I want to. I'd like to sit down and talk to you about it and let you know what I'm doing, or you know what I'm doing, be comfortable with it. Maybe you can refer some people to me. So that's kind of how you do it. And if you've got I'll get into it in a little bit, but can you write a life sale? So obviously, you guys aren't licensed yet. So, but I'm gonna tell you, it's easy to write a life sale. The POL it does everything for you. It prompts you when you need to be prompted, make sure the proper paper, such as privacy paperwork and different things like that. So if you can write a life sale, then, you can't write it right now until you get your license. So how is everyone, while I'm on that subject, how are you guys coming with the license?
I'm studying. I'm working on it. It's just been so much going on.
Yeah, I get it.
I've been reviewing it. I've had problems with retaining the information. I have a lot of brain fog right now, and it's just, I read it and I'm just not, some of it's sinking in and other it's not. So it's just.
Yeah, well, just repetitiveness, and just, it's okay to read something 2 or 3 times. What I did was I would take the tests, the little quizzes, and then, I would study what I missed and just sort of, take a few notes or whatever. You'll get through it. It's a lot of it's Greek at first, so to speak, but you'll get through it. You'll be fine. Just keep working, keep studying, and keep moving forward. You'll be fine with that. But and then this is talking about referrals. Present 5 referrals / the result is 10 referrals. So typically, if you think about 5 people that those 5 people know at least 2 people. So that's what that's getting at. So effective presentation, very important. Doing an F&A, which you guys are good at, are good with now, at least on the paper collection form, is good. You can recruit someone. Everybody here has recruited at least one person, so you kind of know what to do. And big thing, I'll get in that in a minute, is your own F&A. But you write a live sale and think about 5 referrals. Now, let's talk about setting appointments a minute. So if this is not happening, you have to ask the question, do you believe in what we do? Are you a client? And the F&A helps with that. Chris asked me to do a few slides on Tuesday night in the training, and there was a question on the slide, and it was regarding training. It was comparing an employee mindset to a business mindset or business owner mindset. So it was talking about how, like, the training, you go to the training up there, or right, like tonight, for instance, you think an employee mindset says, well, I'm not getting paid for this. And so, but a business mindset is different. And so I was telling the folks in that training that, I'm not sure that I'm not getting paid for this training because of what I've learned in training and other stuff. I made some changes in one of my retirement accounts, and since June 30th, it's made $3,109. And when you put that into work days, 5-day a week work days, that's like $444 a week that you are able to that I made without even working. So but the F&A helps for us to believe what we're doing, and I think everybody here is a client, so that's good. But your own personal story is what's going to sell this. I think most everybody would be interested if I told them, hey, I sat down, done an F&A, and next thing you know, I learned some things, made some changes in my account, and made $3,100. So that's pretty well going to interest anybody that's, pretty much across the board. So does everybody understand the field training bonus and how it's in your best interest? Karen, where are you at? Where are you at? 550?
I think I'm, yes, 550.
Okay. So basically the training bonus works like this: is every 1 by 1,000, you get a bonus of $300. So basically every one recruit and every 1,000 in premium. That's what that's talking about when you hear 1 by 1,000, 3 by 2 by 2,000, all that. And so 3 by 3,000 gets you the district, which means your commissions are better. So in other words, you're at like 50% commission at district. So in other words, when you get to district and you get your life license, every $1,000 worth of premium you sell, you make $500. And most everybody here has been associated with doing a life app, right? You done one with Chris or whatever. Everybody has. Yeah. And so how long did that take? 45 minutes, an hour?
About, yeah.
And add the recruiting and getting the appointment set time. Yeah, let's say 2 hours. I had to call them on the phone, and we had to go meet, and I showed them the presentation, and then, I met back again, and they had done an F&A, and I met back again. They decided to buy a life insurance. You probably, if you do that effectively, you're going to have 2 hours in that. And at district, that's $250 an hour. That's like lawyer money, okay? Lawyers make that kind of money. So, I know when I worked in places like you guys work, I know how you have to work a minute to get $250. But how important it is to get to district. So like Wanda, you've got what? 1 recruiter, 2? 2?
Yes, 2.
Okay, you got, yeah. So see, and Susan, you have 1, and Karen, do you have 1 or 2? I can't remember.
1. I have just 1.
Okay, so 2 recruits and 2 more life sales gets you to district. Wanda, right. You just have 1 and 1 more to district. Susan, Susan, you've got 2 and you got 1 recruit, so you got 2 more to go to get to district. So you know, and you have, is there any hang-ups with recruiting? So this is right here is important. Think about 3 to 5 people. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't think, oh, 500 people. You know, just think about 3 to 5 people that you can talk to. You know, think about the you know, people, you know, the first names of the 5 people that you think of. Think about who you can, and you know, it may be you know, someone at church, somebody that you work with, a cousin, an uncle, and you know, think about someone who knows a lot of people. Like, for instance, I would be a good person to recruit. I know a lot of people, all right, because of my, you know, what I do. And so think about someone like that. So if you sit down with a person, remember, you're just sitting down saying, hey, this is what I've started doing in my spare time or full time, whatever you're doing. And you say, I'd like to know a little more about it. And if they know like 500 people, then you're going to have a lot of contacts out of that. And they may refer them to you and you just boom. And so think about that. And schedule 2 days to get people in front of you. So think about a couple of days. And y'all know right now, I've got a permanent life license. And so I can, when you take me somewhere with you and someone, we write a life sale on them, you know, I get paid, but you get paid. And you're working, you know, it's everybody wins. And then most likely we're going to help someone take the same money that they're spending on some junk insurance and bad investment, if it's even an investment. Maybe they're sticking money in a CD or a saving account. So we'll be able to help them. So it's a win-win-win deal. And so think about, in the next couple of days, 3 to 5 people that you can call and just make an appointment with. If nothing else, you know, just at least call them. Think of 3 to 5 people, and you know, you don't have to tell me them, but if you plan on, you know, going and meeting someone, I'm just look at that calendar on the FETEAM51 calendar. And what I've been doing is I've been putting, you can go on there right now. You'll see, Susan, you'll see that 2 o'clock Zoom meeting we have tomorrow with Chandler and you. Because I'll schedule, if I schedule a Zoom meeting, I'll make sure I add it to that calendar. And then you should see it like a 5 o'clock meeting that I have with Brad. And I may just need to go in there and just block off some time where, like, you won't schedule me in the middle of the day if I can't make it. But most of you guys can't do that anyway. So just bear that in mind, that when we, you know, we don't have to get Chris down here anymore. I mean, he'll come, and he'll definitely have to if someone's wanting to make an investment, an investment change. But and I'm working on that right now. You want to talk about not retaining some stuff, Susan? Man, this securities exam, whew, it's splitting an atom. You think about stocks and bonds, you know, or well, it just breaks down all these different kind of bonds, all these different kind of stocks. So it's overwhelming me. So I get where you are. I definitely do. But think about those 3 to 5 people. And then this is the big thing. Actually, I messed up that slideshow. This is supposed to say, this is actually supposed to say, I think I got distracted by some text message. This is the original slide, but it's supposed to say, remember that you're not an employee. This is your business. You don't work for me, you work with me. And so this is your business. So you have to think about that. And I was talking Tuesday night. I don't know if any of you guys zoomed in, so I may be repeating myself. But you know, I talked about how that, like I was in a Dollar General last week, and I overheard 2 of the ladies. They were stocking a shelf or something, and one asked the other, you know, how long do you have to be here to get a raise or ask for a raise? And so, you know, you think about that, you know, your raise, and I'm sure where you work with Caterpillar and Topan, where Karen works, you know, there may be a raise schedule, but I can remember I would get a 25 cent an hour raise a year. So that equates to like $10 a week, and that was sort of the how it worked and how it was scheduled. But some people have to go ask for raises, and maybe they get them, maybe they don't. But in this is your business. So if I want to raise, if I want to make more money, then I just need to call more people, right? So I get to decide if I get a raise or not the manager of my department, or, you know, and I don't have to beg, and, you know, or whatever. And, you know, and even at the church, you know, and this is no negative light on the church, but sometimes nonprofits are always struggling, you know, a lot of times, and things happen. And so sometimes they can't afford to give raises. And I'm not saying that as it's a negative thing against any of that, but the fact is that I make my own raise. I can, there's no cap, there's no limits, you know. Even in sports, they have salary caps that you can only pay a person so much money. But here we have no caps. So the more appointments we set, the more likely we are to make sales. And remember what we're doing here. We're changing people's lives. That's what we do. We help families. And so, as how many of you's heard, just thumbs up, you've heard Chris talk about his vision to help 1 million families. You've heard that, right? That's his goal, vision, and it's like over the next 20 years or whatever. And so I started doing some math. So 1 million families is if you just 1% of that is 10,000 people, right?
Yes.
Just 1% of his vision, only 1% is 10,000 people. And I think that we could set a vision for our area, for our team over the next, you say 10 years. So if we divided that by 10, that's 1,000 families a year. And so if we are going to do that, I don't know that I can do 1,000 families a year.
I have a question.
I
have a question on the,
yeah.
When we're helping people, it doesn't have to be in Georgia. It can be anywhere. They can live anywhere, correct?
Yes, but in order to make a life insurance sale, you would have to have a life license active in that state. Okay. But that's not as difficult as it may seem. It varies from state to state, but I think Sarah and Karen, I don't know, did you meet Sarah when y'all went to
I don't remember. I don't think so, but I don't remember.
Well, Sarah is one of our team members, you know, and but she has a license. She's working on Alabama right now. I told her let me know, but I think I'm going to go on there and see what I have to do. She has one in North Carolina. I think it was just $25 to get that license. But now in Florida, it's a little different. It's like $100-something. California is like $125. But Mississippi may be $30. You know, I don't know. It varies from state to state. But you do not, in the cases that in the people that I've talked to, you do not have to have, or you do not have to take an exam. You typically just pay and get that license activated. So to answer Susan's question, yes, you can do that, but you have to activate a license in that state. Now, if you recruit someone in another state, let me know, and I'll see if I can activate a license in that state, and we'll get a team started there. But I think I'm going to research Alabama either tonight or in the morning and see if I can't get that ball rolling, because I know a lot of people over there as well. So, but any other questions?
That's the only one I have for now. Oh,
anybody?
when we're doing the appointments, are we having these at the church, or are we going to individuals' houses, or how is that going to work?
Works for you.
It's either one. It's either or, both and, or a Zoom meeting.
Okay.
You know, whatever works, you know, because a Zoom meeting can be very effective. I've had about 2 or 3 appointments with a Zoom meeting. And so, you know, I've had, you know, you can get the message across if you know how to work with Zoom, you know, if you know how to use Zoom. I would suggest make sure you download the app and just do a mock meeting. You can record it and see how you do. Just learn how to screen share and do that, and you can be effective. You know, if you know how to do this, like I'm doing, I can show you what's on my screen, so you can show the presentation on the screen, and so that's effective. So really, it's wide open.
Okay.
You know, if it's a kitchen table appointment, then you know we'll go to the kitchen table, and then some people are like, oh well, you know. They may not want you to come to their house. They may feel more comfortable coming over to the church. That's fine too. But either way. And so just whatever works, you know, as long as we can get the, you know, make the appointment, we'll be good.
Okay.
So two take homes here, or one really good. Well, 2 take homes. Get familiar with that presentation. Go download it. That's the biggest thing you need to do is get familiar with that presentation and know how to present. Next week, we won't try to do this tonight because we've already been on here almost. Well, what time did we actually start? I can't remember.
We've been on here 27 minutes.
Okay, we started late. So, but what I want you guys to do, I'll be on vacation next week. But if somebody feels like putting them, you know, Karen, if you want to go over to the church, what I want to do, or we can postpone it for next week, whatever you guys want to do. But the next meeting that I'm at with you guys, what we're going to do is we will, I tell you what, let's just postpone it for next week. And so 2 weeks from tonight, what I want you guys to be ready to do is to do the presentation. We'll see how it goes. We may, I think if we start on time and everybody, you should be able to do the what we'll call the client presentation, where you're just telling about Primerica and how we help families, and just make sure you get familiar with that. You need to be familiar with these slides. There's one place you'll see you'll see cash value versus term hyperlink in the bottom right hand corner of the slide, and you click on it, it'll take you to another place. And then you can, up above the right hand corner of another slide, you'll see it says FB/R, and that means funny banking / refrigerator. So that'll take you right to the funny banking rules. Just make sure you're kind of familiar with how that operates, and then we'll do some practice runs. But on Thursdays, we want to make it about new people, invite people to come, because that's like, if we have like 5 people there that's new, that's like setting 5 appointments. You know, it's 5 people at one time get to know, you know, it's like doing one presentation, but 5 people, you understand? So it's like compounds the work, as opposed to, you know, going to a person's house and doing one, another person's house, which that's fine too. But you know, it's definitely, sorry about that. Are you still seeing the my PowerPoint?
No, I see you.
Well, this thing.
We got like 9 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's what happened. This crazy thing. It showed me that, and I tried to click it off. Hold on. And now I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. I'll get back. Give me a second. Yeah. All right. Can you see? Yeah. Are we back? Can you see the? You can see me again, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So I don't think I even had a presentation up anyway. But yeah, just learn. You know, learn how to do the. You know, get familiar with that presentation, because that's important. Think about what Primerica has done for you, like Susan. for instance, what we do? Was it your policy that we tripled the term and we tripled the coverage for what you were paying? And you even had a term policy. We replaced a term policy on you. So, you know, that's just, you know, you got 3 times the insurance, 3 times the term for $1 more, you know. And so, you know, you've got your own story. And, you know, Karen, you should have some too. Matter of fact, Karen, I just reminded me, I have your policy and Jody's and them's policy here at my house. I need to get that to you for you to deliver that policy.
Okay.
So, well, I'll deliver yours, I guess, but
Right.
you know, you can deliver that to them, and give that to them. But anyway, so next week it's going to be about people, or not next week, but in 2 weeks it's going to be about new people. Where Thursday is going to be about new people and about making sure we're all familiar with, you know, doing a life sale. And see, the more, if you go with me, like Susan tomorrow, if we write a life sale, she's going to see how, you know, she'll see how we write this life sale, because I'm going to pull you up on Zoom, Susan, or we're going to be on Zoom, but I'm going to share the screen where you see POL, and you're going to see how this works. You'll see how easy it is. I mean, it's about self-explanatory, you know, and you know, and show you how I mean, you can quote stuff. I mean, it's really, really cool. And when you go on the app now, it's very limited what you can do.
Right.
You can do an IBA and things like that. But man, when you get to where you can look at policies and look at quotes, and it's really cool. But each time we do an appointment, then it's an opportunity for more and more appointments, and it just compounds. And so just make sure you get familiar with that, with the presentation. Think of 3 to 5 people that, you know, we can get in front of, and you know, keep working on, you know, your life license. Keep moving forward, and you know, take time to do that, because the quicker you get that, you know, the better, you know, the better off you'll be, because you can start writing sales and different things like that. So the quicker the better on that for you. And so just keep chugging. Does anybody else have any comments, questions, concerns,
I have another
thoughts?
question. Another question on the FNA. We can do the paper portion of it. Can we enter that information into the system yet?
It will not. About all it'll let you do, I think, is like put a contact in, and you, if you go to POL, you'll see all these tabs that I see, like life and retirement and all this. But when you click on it, it'll say something like, you know, we don't see you have an active life license or something like that. I can't show you that on the screen because it's going to take me to it. But you'll see all of those tabs up there. And when you go to do an FNA, there's some things you can enter in. I really don't understand why, like, if I don't know why we couldn't, like, someone couldn't collect all of that data and not have, just go on there and see how much, because I can't remember, but I'm thinking about all you can do is put a person's contact info in, and I know you can do an IBA, but
Right.
I'm not sure how much that FNA will let you do. And I can't remember it letting me do very much. And Chris would do it and then have it in my, he would somehow apply it to my contact. But the FNA that, you know, we do, I think a lot of that information, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a legal thing or a Primerica thing, but you just don't have access to it. And so obviously they don't want you quoting insurance, but you know, just writing down what somebody already has, and how much money they have in the bank and different things. I don't know, you know, I wouldn't know if that was a state law thing or just Primerica. But
Okay.
but if you'll collect that data on that form, we can get it in. I mean, it's really quicker to write it down, but it's better to have it entered in, you know. So I don't mind, you know, entering that data. Wanda, that reminds me, we need to get Tiffany's thing squared away. I need to call you. I tell you what I may do is let me Zoom you after we get done here. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I need, because I think I told you 2 of those pages, somehow it skipped 2 pages when I shot it to Chris. And I can't find for the life of me the paperwork. I don't know what I've done with it. I guess I shredded it. Huh?
Okay.
But we can
okay.
get that squared away. You probably know that information. And
Probably not on all her credit cards and all that other stuff that she put in there. I don't know any of that. I don't.
that may be on there. I can't remember. We could text her. Let's look at what we have and what we need. Because see, that was the problem, was I couldn't access POL until it seems like, yeah, because right after that, we got her stuff, my temp license went out. And so so then I could enter it in. But
I think she's off Friday. Tomorrow we might see if you and her can do that, because I'll be at work. Maybe you and her can do that. If I'll call her in a few minutes.
Find that out and let me know. I've got Susan at 2 and to Susan and Chandler at 2, but after that I don't Brad's bringing a guy by at 5. So if she can do something, say between 3:30, about around 3:30, just to give us time, Susan and Chandler time to finish up, maybe 3:30 would work. It'd only take a few minutes. I've got half the information, and I think I already have it in, but I'll make sure, and I'll just need those 2 pages of information.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I can go over. I don't really need, you know, but I'll make sure I've got the rest of it entered, which I think I do. Meanwhile, I'll look, but I don't know what I done with those papers. For some reason I thought I'd give them to her, but I'm not sure. I won't swear to that.
You took them toward your office to text it to Chris.
Well, see, I did actually send it to Chris that night, and I thought it was before you guys left, but I don't know, but we'll straighten it out. But I'll check, make sure I got what information I do have in. I don't really understand what happened with that copier when I sent that to him. It was crazy. I never even thought about that. It's the first time it ever happened. Well, we got less than a minute left. Wanda, let's just wait till tomorrow then and see if Tiffany can
I'll call her and I'll let you know something.
Okay. All right. Before it cuts off, I'll see you guys. Have any questions, call.
Thanks,
See
Dr.
See y'all.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Karen, you feeling okay?